So more new products for the Thonk. West Coast, Buchla-ish action, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been working with a designer called Danny who lives in Berlin. He used to live in Brighton near Thonk actually, but he's here now and he's been working on some really interesting stuff for the past couple of years, and we've been just kind of slowly building it up into what is going to be a really nice range of DIY products. We're really happy to have, we've got a couple here in the case, which are his Thru Zero EN129 oscillator, and that's an analog Thru Zero oscillator. And we also have one of the Cali oscillator, which is based on the classic Buchla 258. It's a single. We decided not to make duals, make it a bit more modular and flexible. And
you can still patch the dual anyway, right? And it's just that case of, well, if you want 3 of them, you can do it.
Exactly. And also, if you, and I'll demo in a minute, if you make a dual oscillator setup from your kind of classic 258 linear FM and your Thru Zero FM, then you get into even crazier territory than the dual 258.
You can mix and match behaviours and not there's anything wrong with a 259, but you're not then set in what that does.
And actually, going further on, there's also Danny also has a timbre modulator and a VCA that you'll be able to create a pretty insane kind of 259 type setup as well. So if I just fade up the Thru Zero oscillator, so at the moment we're just hearing the pulse width output. We've just got a little bit of LFO on the pulse width, really nice pulse width down. And then I've got the output, just a normal sine wave output of the 258, modulating the Thru Zero FM. You can get into really deep FM territory. We also have then the sine wave from the Thru Zero cross modulating the linear FM on the 258. So, for those really wild FM patches, these two together are really nice.
That's to create that interactive feedback network between the two as well.
Yeah. And I mean, I've done a simple patch right now. If you start getting VCAs between them as well, being modulated by other waveform outputs, there's just a whole other world of sound in there. So some of the other features that we've got on the Cali OSC, we've added a pulse output. So you now have a pulse width modulation output, which the original 258 didn't have. And as well as the square wave and the shaped sawtooth output, Danny has created this kind of weird middle zone that creates a pretty crazy waveform. And, it's nice to take that classic design in a new direction.
So you're not using the wave shaper as a sine saw crossfade or a sine square, it's some hybrid.
Yeah. And it was always sitting there in the Buchla design, but it's just really nice to find things like that to expose. And other features on the Thru Zero, you also have, as well as being able to shape the pulse width, there's also a shaping on the sawtooth. The sawtooth has a kind of a skew, something that's similar to a kind of pulse width duty cycle kind of modulation. So, I think the Thru Zero deserves a really full demo of its own, because you can take it into this crazy territory, but you can get very sonorous, very
musical, beautiful, pure tones.
Exactly, yeah.
As well as the clangorous West Coast thing.
Yeah, and having both options is lovely. So yeah. So we're kitting these at the moment. These would be out now if we weren't at Superbooth. So
Right, so really close.
yeah, we're really close on these. I think we should be seeing these by the middle of June, something like that.
Okay, so again, rough kind of price. If I don't ask, someone else will.
Yeah, I don't have a price yet.
Okay, not until they're kitted.
Yeah, we're getting there. They are, I'd say, upper mid-range price.
It's nice to see them as kits as well. I ain't sure of anything else that's Buchla based quite like that that's in kit form. Certainly not in Euro anyway.
Not recently, certainly. And we're still fully committed for it being DIY first with this, all these new products. So
great. Thank you.
thank you, Ben.